I'm going to give you a lot of stuff because I feel very positive about some things. And obviously, we're going to talk about a lot of different things here. But when you just talked about walking around the green, when, believe it or not, you should be reading that putt before you ever get on the green. As you hit that shot on the green and you're walking up on the green, you need to be looking at the whole green and the tilts and where the runoffs are, so you can get a feeling of, well, how is this green absolutely placed. You're reading that, and I think a lot of players do it and they maybe don't realize they do it, but you're actually reading that putt before you ever get on the green, or you should be, because you're looking at the whole dynamics of what the green are. I like that, looking around on both sides. I would always generally be on the low side of a putt and then behind it. Now, if I had a little doubt on what I saw, then I'd go around the whole putt. But I'm reading that putt before I ever get on the green. And guys have played numbers of practice rounds on these golf courses, and they know what the greens. I mean, my gosh, they have all these little books now where they used to be able to write down all the dimensions, but now you can't use that anymore. But you're reading it before you get on the green. Now, this is the one thing that I always say about putting, that I know there's two different ways to see it. And you talk to Mike Shannon, who teaches putting down at Sea Island down there, and I've talked to him about this over the years. And there's two ways you see things. You're either linear or you're non-linear, okay? And that's a personality thing. But what I always say is the most important thing about putting is speed control is the whole thing about putting. If you cannot control your speed, you cannot pick the line. Very few putts are straight putts out there, all right? So if you can't control your speed, how are you going to pick the line? That's my number one thing. Now, how you're going to control the speed is obviously with your stroke. Now, there's other ways to putt, because and I've discussed this with Crenshaw a little bit, and obviously you look at Crenshaw's stroke. He's the absolute true arc putter, true arc putter. I don't care if it was a wedge or a driver or a putter. That shot was going to go right to left. So when the putting, he'd take that thing back, the toe it open, and he released the toe through it and release it. He was a true arc putter. Now you look at Travino. Now, okay, he took the left side of the golf course out of play. Now he could make it. He was so good, he could make it go any way he wanted to, whenever he wanted to. But primarily, in my observation, he would take the left side out of the golf course. So now he would be a square to square putter. He'd work the heel through it, okay? Square to square. Now that's what I do. So there are different ways to do it, but the key is how do you control your speed? Now, the putting stroke is a miniature golf swing, okay? It's a miniature golf swing. And when I see people that I've given some lessons to, just friends around, I see, and I've even seen a couple of tour players do it. On the backstroke, if I see that putter shaft go back, and that the butt end of that putter shaft is not pointed at their belt buckle on the back of on the backstroke, they got no chance, because it's got to be a golf swing. That thing has got to have a swing to it and a release, just like the full swing when you swing a golf club.